Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well. So that way you get all the notifications of all the uploads of my new videos. And of course, of when I go live. I typically go live on Sundays, but sometimes we're going to try a few things out and go live a little bit more often, just to have a little bit of flavor and things of that nature. So that is really where that is at, and things of that nature. So that is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, so that is where that is at and things of that nature. Mm. Having my tea for today and things like that. Um, it's a really good flavor. I like the flavor of this tea. Um, it's like a Hari and Sons brand. I can't remember exactly. It's like a hot cinnamon. Um, it's like a fall-y kind of flavor because I got it in the fall time, but I love it. So it's like one of my new favorite brands of tea. So, but yeah, so hopefully you guys are doing well. Today we are going to be doing a monthly collective reading for Capricorn for drum roll, love and romance. Yes, 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 you did hear that right. We're going to be using love and romance for the topic of Capricorn for today and things of that nature for the month of February 2025. I am super excited for this, so let us hop in here and we'll get started as we have a lot to cover here. So, what do you know? We'll use that as a hopper. So, the card deck that we're using first is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. Alrighty, so what does everybody in Capricorns need to know for love and romance for February 2024 and upcoming Valentine's Day? Oops. Okay. We got that card that came out. The cards are very hopping for love and romance, I will say. Alrighty. Alright. Here we go. And the reason that I love doing Capricorns first is because I am a fellow Cappy. That is my sun sign, and I am loving it, and things of that nature. So that is, I have a thing for Capricorns. So, and things of that nature. And of course, my own POI is also a Capricorn as well. So it fits into the association with things. So, but right away when I was tuning into the energies of Capricorn for love and romance for the month of February is I do feel like a lot of us have been feeling a bit unsettled. What I'm really feeling is like this I got it getting a sense of the feeling of uneasiness. So I feel like a lot of us are feeling unsure of the direction that we need to go in and things like that, especially in regard to the relationship. So what I'm also hearing right now is that I'm hearing that some of us have some decisions to make. So in regards to love and romance and things like that. So I do feel as a collective of January is that I do feel a lot of us do have some decisions and what we need to do in order for love and romance to work, and things of that nature. So I feel like a lot of us are. I feel like a lot of us are in that in between kind of stage, like where we want things to work, but we're also feeling unsettled with how things are. And that's just kind of the vibe I am picking up in regard to different things and stuff like that. So, and I feel like this is in relation to I feel like this is in relation to us wanting more out of a relationship. So I feel like this is having us go in a bigger direction, but a lot of us are intimidated by going in that direction. So whatever our POI is or person of interest and things of that nature, so they have to they definitely have some things to show us before we act upon them and go further. Um, I do feel that our person has been holding back some, so I definitely feel that has been the case as well. So, the first card here is that we have is Believe and Succeed. This is all about having faith in where we are going and what direction that we are turning into. And things of that nature. And things of that nature. So a lot of us are really a lot about standing our ground and believing in the relationship. So, and even if it's a little bit difficult right now, and I feel like things have been at there's kind of like a wall up, like an emotional wall, and I feel like it's been at a standstill. Like we were going, but now we're at like a standstill. And I have no idea what that sound was. I heard a random sound, but I don't know what that was. All right. So the next card here is that we have is the giving and receiving card. So I feel like this is all about that balance. We're looking for that balance in a relationship, the equal give and take. So I feel like a lot of us have to have some sort of routine in regard to as Capricorns are known for the routine. We do love when our partner um, does plan things and we are aware of them and they're when we are expecting them. But sometimes Cappies, it's important to go outside of the box and allow things to flow. So we got to meet our partner where we are at. So, and that ticket for me, that was a lesson that I had to learn in past relationships myself. So I had to learn that the very much hard way, and things like that. So, allowing ourselves to go with the flow more, not being so strict in our planning of things and things like that, or even planning things together is always a good thing to. And the energy feels like to kind of shake things up a little bit, get things flowing, and things of that nature. So, and doing a little dance. Um, uh, get down tonight, you know, that kind of song and things like that. So I feel like this is a card that a lot of us have been feeling, which is the helpless and hopeless. And I feel like I've been referring to this at the beginning in the month of February for Capricorn. So I feel like with this card, it's just where I feel like a lot of us are at a point where we're not sure of what direction to go or where we need to go and things like that. So I definitely do feel that this is where that is and things like that. So, but yeah, so that is one of those things and stuff like that. So, we're just kind of standing there or looking out on the horizon like this person is, and we're just trying to see what the best possible outcome is. for things and stuff like that. So, the next card here that we have is the base chakra. So, it's all about the foundation of things, allowing things to flow, and allowing us to have the foundation and allowing to have its roots and be grounded. So, I feel like we're craving for going back to our roots within a relationship and having that base of what the relationship actually is, and things like that. And of course, this is also in relation to security as well. So meeting our everyday needs, basically. So the Maslow's pyramid in psychology, that's what we're talking about here. So the next card here is that we have is lead, and this is all about soul lessons. So what soul lessons do we need to work through? Do we need to communicate with each other? Not being afraid to be expressive, Cappies, and things like that, because I know you all. I'm a Cappy myself, and I can hold back my emotions at times, like any other Cappy that we know. And I know it frustrates others that are around us. Trust me. My best friend is a Libra. They get frustrated with us all the time if I don't express. So, and that is where they are in my life to help me to be able to express. And I have a lot of Libras in my life, so that is definitely a lesson as well. So, anyway, the main point is what lessons are we going through and what can we step up and be the leader in as well. So remember, we mirror what our partner is. So it's like the mirror effect. So what we give and what we give back is what we give back in this case. We just gotta look at the options, reviewing, and seeing how we can change and evolve things and things like that. So the hopper here, before I get into the overall card here, is that we have is the Strengthening Bonds card. So this is all about us strengthening our bonds, growing our connection more with our POI, and we are going in that direction and things of that nature. So that is really where that is in regard to the month of February in regard to love and romance. So knowing that our bonds will continue to strengthen. And you can tell that I've had this deck for a while because it's like so worn out, it's like not even there, and things of that nature. So, but yes, so that is really where that is at, and things of that nature. So the overall deck here is that we have is the awaiting result. So we are working on what is next. We're waiting on the results or the outcome of things in regard to the relationship with our partner, and we're just waiting on the seeds to grow, basically, and things like that. And it's all about patience. So sometimes a person may be holding back just due to their own fears and insecurities and things like that. So they may have some of their own reservations about things with their POI and things like that. So it's just important to allow things to flow, allow things to trust in the process, allow things to be able to work out and things like that. So, and that is a message for a lot of us and things like that. So hold that thought here.